back in just a minute. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. This your first Final Four?
You're doing good.
Yeah.
You got the freedom you needed to be yourself.
Welcome to the awards ceremony. Just an honor to be here and to be able to present these awards in a place that is one of the greatest cities in the world of basketball, Belgrade.
It was a good moment. It felt good because all the hard work that you put in, you want to be recognized for it. But you know, to be honest, like it feels good, but like I'm not about individual awards. It's like at the end of the day, it does feel great, and I'm very thankful, honored, grateful for it. But you know, at the end of the day, lifting that trophy feels 20 times better. So that's really what it's about.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting all EuroLeague first team for the 2021-2022 season. Congratulations, fellas.
Congratulations to them.
Now, it's the most prestigious award that we give out here, and it's the season's most valuable player.
The MVP for the 2021-22 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague season is Nikola Mirotic from FC Barcelona.
There is no doubt that this is one of the most beautiful trophies that I ever won.
I do want to say a couple words to the special person who is here today with us, my personal coach, Ergin Ataman. He was the person who believed more in me than I ever believed in myself, so this trophy also goes to him.
He was always telling me, you could be the best player in Europe, just if you work hard, if you sacrifice, if you just go every day and work hard.
Kako sam rekao, vi ste vjerovali uvijek mnogo više nego što sam vjerovao sam sebi. To je bilo poruka istina. Nije loše oceni. Hvala vam.
Welcome back. Let's start out the opening press conference.
Coach, you said a lot of times, repeated a few times during the playoffs that you are coming to Belgrade to win that trophy again. So it's obvious that you have a lot of self-confidence. And do you know, or can you tell us, what is the situation with the team? Do players feel the same?
It was a difficult season for us. After we won the title last year, we didn't start well the season. And actually, we take our rhythm only in the second part of the EuroLeague. But I'm sure that if we get successful to advance the playoff, that the team will come back to play their regular basketball. And it's happened.
For me, this team is the best team of the new area of the EuroLeague history.
Another tough loss for Anadolu Efes. They're going back to the Final Four. The winner! Vasilije Micic with the trigger in Belgrade! And it is all over for the second year in succession. Anadolu Efes Istanbul are the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague champions.
For Antetokounmpo, high flying off the alley-oop, and Asvel are on a charge here. It drops. That cuts the deficit in half, and this is as close as Asvel have been in a long time.
Many games, especially in the beginning of the season, was very tough for us. The team that we play against, they take extra motivation against us.
Unbelievable. They've leveled it up.
It was every game in the first part of the season was very tough for us.
19 points adrift against the defending champions. Well, Ergin Ataman must be thinking, where's the offense gone? 49 points in the first half, 18 since. And it's put back brilliantly. Antetokounmpo gives them the lead with 12 seconds to play.
You know, last year, obviously winning the championship, we came into this year, feeling good about ourselves. confident, and then to start the season 0-4, to lose all those games the way we lost them, I would say that was pretty difficult. That was like a punch in the face of reality.
Unbelievable scenes here at the Astro Bowl. What a comeback for TJ Parker and his team.
We didn't start at all the way we wanted to.
But he just throws the ball on the miscue there. Not sure what happened.
We really thought that at one point we were able to turn the situation around, but it didn't happen quick at all. This season was very special. It's hard to explain.
Does not lose the ball. He is fouled. It was Shane Larkin absolutely pestering him. Turnover from Micic, and he is clearly frustrated.
(83-71), Coach, what's your statement to this game?
Congratulations to Bayern. They deserve to win. They fight, they won, and they show that when they fight, you can beat everybody. We played terrible. That's fine. Thank you.
Franca, good! Don't want to foul.
Panitka, alley-oop! Another tough loss for Anadolu Efes, and everybody around Europe will be asking what's wrong with the defending champion. Well, as bad as it sounds, in 16th place for Anadolu Efes, you can see they've got 2 wins.
I think after the Zenit game that we lost at home, we lost pretty badly. They dominated us pretty much the whole game. After that, we had to really look in the mirror and say, okay, can we do this? Are we champions?
(8,000 on their feet in Istanbul. The ball in the hands of the MVP. 3-point shot. Doesn't go.
The game where when we played against Panathinaikos at home and we didn't find our rhythm, we were kind of we had a lot of frustration inside of us as well.
Less than a second's differential. Vasilije Micic, the MVP, passes on. Touch pass. Moyamon for the win! The defending champions dig deep.
Everybody was kind of nervous, but then we won some important games.
Magic from Moyamon at the buzzer.
On the end of the season, we started believing in ourselves again.
Gershon Yabusele fakes the 3, has his shot rubbed out by Bryant Dunstan, his second block of the night, and then he maintains the ball in bounds well. Shane Larkin drives and finishes with the reverse off the little pump fake. Real Madrid have called timeout to talk things over. Round 31 action in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
I had one conversation with one person, and that person told me, hey, you know, it's very hard to repeat title. It's very hard to motivate team. And I remember what I said to him. I always try to be motivated for myself. There is no one who can decrease my motivations or take away my motivations, no matter if I'm last or first position. And by having that and being an example on the court, I was always trying to be focused on myself, not being dependent on general mood of the team, general mood of coach. I just didn't count the game. I didn't check the other one results. Little by little, I was staying cool in my head, and somehow I think also I gave back to the teammates to tell them, hey, it's possible. Let's keep trying.
A team high, a career high, 23 points for Los Blancos. Micic has lost the dribble, no travel. Elijah Bryant for 3, and he buries it. As Gabriel Deck, the career high man, looking to back down Elijah Bryant. He's had his pocket picked, and now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Micic keeps it himself and beats the trailing Gershon Yabusele.
When the team come all together healthy, when the team understand that the real time came, when we won some important game like we won against Real Madrid here in the regular season on the last quarter, when we were down 12, 13 points in the third quarter. We come back. We take again this confidence, and then we go up.
I didn't feel that it's a good matchup for us because really they play tough, they play a lot of switching, they play with good system of defense. But when I look logically, playing best of 5 against them with a lot of strict rules from their coach and our freedom, I felt that it can be very good. If we would find energy to match their defensive approach and match their defense, also that we did actually in that series, I think we were able to win in it.
That is tough. 5 points in a row. Siobhan Shields will no doubt pull the trigger here. He keeps it, drives into the chest of Bryant Dunstan.
Second game was really important for them, especially Shields played amazing. That second game, second part of the game. It was a really intense series, really. I felt like we played 10 games.
Siobhan Shields is on fire.
It was a back and forth game, but we were playing pretty well.
Shane Larkin all the way to the goal and finishing at the rim. He's saying, "Where's my foul?"
And then in the fourth quarter, Siobhan Shields started going a little bit, started getting some shots, started making some shots.
Siobhan Shields staying with it. We are very much in crunch time, and it's the home team up by a point. Larkin off the dribble, and he buries it.
You know, their crowd kind of got into it. They started feeling the energy.
Oh, that is a tough bucket. Siobhan Shields moves to 18 points in the game, and he has been immense for AX Armani Exchange Milan tonight. Micic working the jab step against Ben Bentil. He attacks the lane, goes dot, swatted away by Kyle Hines, turning back the reigning MVP with a statement rejection. Now Micic has come up lame here, holding his right ankle. My goodness.
I entered the series injured, like not fully recovered, and then somehow I found the rhythm. I played solid that first game. In the second one, I felt much better, but then in the end, last possession on the layup, I twist my ankle, and I felt that it was done for me. Honestly, the way I twisted, I saw all the stars around my head.
We've got a 6-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Milan's leading scorer, Siobhan Shields, handling the basketball against Rodrigue Beaubois. The next foul from either side will see them in the penalty. Siobhan Shields momentarily double-teamed. He sees the seam, he attacks, he buffeted. Oh, my goodness! And Siobhan Shields continues with his unconscious shooting from all areas of the floor tonight. And look at what this victory means to the home fans. Siobhan Shields hearing it from the crowd as he makes his way to the sidelines. gotta have a next man up mentality. You know, we've been unlucky with injuries and things like that all throughout the year, but you know, we're still a team and we got to be together. You know, like our motto, Insieme, everybody's together. So next man up, and we got to at least get one in Istanbul and you know, make the most of what we got.
Right now it's 1-1 and you're going to Istanbul.
Okay, 1-1, great atmosphere. Now they will see the Istanbul atmosphere will be much better than this, but Milano played great game in the last 2 minutes. We made a lot of mistakes. Shields play great. Congratulations, good atmosphere, but we'll be double, triple in Istanbul. Thank you.
I mean, Game 4 here at home with a chance to go back to the Final Four in front of our fans that, you know, for 2 seasons pretty much weren't able to be in the arena for, you know, this playoff atmosphere. You know, fans are singing songs, chanting, and it was great to have that energy back in the building. And I think that even allowed us to be more calm.
Game 4 particularly, we felt a different type of energy and felt like we couldn't lose that game.
The preliminaries are over with. Game 4, the ball is up.
The 4th game began. We played really intense, we played really good defense. I've never seen us playing this kind of intense defense during the whole season, or maybe like even during the last couple of years.
To the rack, blocked by Pleiss.
I had a good game.
Larkin, upstairs, Pleiss!
Yes, it's amazing, but we're not technically surprised because we've seen it. We've seen it before in practice. We know the guy is very talented, like he can shoot from pretty much anywhere.
Pleiss, oh my word, Tibor Pleiss!
It's not easy sometimes to be in a situation where you don't play maybe as much as you think you need to play, but for some reason in this group, it worked. Like guys were able to accept their role, accept to play less, and still stay motivated for the success of the team.
Pleiss, another big man with the 3, and he cans it.
I remember like when I took like my 3-point shots and went in, and like the whole arena was like firing up.
Larkin dancing behind the arc, finds Pleiss once more, and Pleiss! The Tomei, 2 dribbles and the jump shot. Micic strokes the 3. Shields winds up. Oh, Siobhan Shields. Less than 4 minutes to go. Wide open Sergio Rodriguez. He can't convert. And Pleiss once more. Defensive rebound. They're reduced to 1-on-1 for Micic or Larkin. Normally, that's not a bad solution. And indeed, it's not bad there as Micic. Micic converts.
Surely there's no hope for Milan. The Tome misses the three. Relief, but excitement for the fans of Anadolu Efes Istanbul. They're going back to the Final Four.
Last year it was kind of different because we played without fans. But this year, winning the Game 4 in front of our fans and celebrating it with them, it was amazing. And I kind of forgot about my injury too. I was just kind of jumping around with my teammates. But it was worth to celebrate it. I would take that risk.
What the hell?
You know, I think that's a good statement. It's just what we do now. That's who we are. That's who we've tried to become. And I think we've earned the right to, you know, kind of sit here and say, you know, that's just what we do.
I would call like every player MVP because we did it together. Like on this day, I had a good day. I took my shots. They went in. Yeah, but on the end, we did it as a team.
2 more, and we will make the back-to-back. Back-to-back test.
Break that last year.
Yeah, and the media availability before the semifinal, I was very calm. You expect to be there, so it's not like, oh my God, media availability, oh my God, fans, oh my God, the mix zone, oh my God, all the interviews, the Twitter, the TikToks, you kind of understand now going to the Final Four, you understand what the whole weekend is about and what makes it so special.
Always with the media.
Yeah. All right. Never ends.
The team, I think, felt ready. You know, we understood. We know that the media is part of the game. Probably because we've been there before, we had experience, so we understood what we needed to do.
Anywhere that you can find. Sorry.
Having the same team together for the past 4 years has been really a blessing for us. It takes away a lot of the things that you need to figure out along the way. Having guys learn to live in the country and adapt to each other, being teammates and things like that. So that was really important for us, and especially going into the Final Four, having guys who've already been there, who've already won championships before. That experience is you can't value that.
This season, honestly, I was very relaxed before the Final Four because I have this experience to play the final, experience to win the title. It was very comfortable for us and for the team also before the game.
After the team practice, we had the game meeting where we declared the game plan to players.
They know we come to the hotel and then we have our final meeting for the game, and then everything is put together, relax and go into the game fully ready, mentally focused, and the guys are ready.
Our main goal was to stop or slow down or limit his pick and roll game. Sulukas pick and roll game. Another important part of the game plan was controlling the rebounds, protecting the paint, because they have effective big guys, Fall, Hassan Martin.
Stay on the secret level, especially on the pick and roll, in transition, and protect the paint, our bigs close to his way.
And I remember we were walking to dinner one night and I was talking to one of the assistant coaches and I was like, we can't take it for granted. You need to remain humble and just be very grateful for the blessing that it has been. But I mean, once you do things, you know, for a while, it becomes like you said, calm. You just kind of understand everything, kind of just ride the wave, kind of just enjoy it for what it is. And at the end of the day, it's still basketball. So just go out there and play the game you love and, you know, hopefully leave a champ.
Coming out to the court, you know, and they're booing you, just allows you to see how much they really, really enjoy this game and how much it means to them. Olympiacos brought tons of fans, and I don't know if there's another atmosphere like that for a championship, you know.
You know, I saw video of them coming to the game like an army. Like I saw all of them like in a wave coming into the arena. And then to hear, you know, how loud they got when the team entered onto the court, you know, to hear how loud they booed me when I ran onto the court, it was just a very special moment. I think that maybe have been the best atmosphere that I've played in thus far while I've been in Europe. So it was amazing. It was an honor.
When we entered the gym, almost more than 10,000 Greek fans was there. And when I see the fans, I was shocked.
referee steps into the center circle. We are moments away from kicking off the Final Four in the 22nd edition. Vashenkov probes with the left hand, nice pass inside, and great patience in the low post for Mustafa Fall. Turns the corner, finds Fall. And Fall drops a dime inside for Papanikolaou.
Of course, like we try to actually like protect the paint, but Fall was like to the beginning of the game really very aggressive and tough to stop. I mean, he's a really good player in the post.
Fall establishes position in the low post, the crowd dribble, and the score. Back into the hands of Larkin. Larkin lets fly with a three. And finally, knocks down a three. Shane Larkin gets to the scoreboard.
I remember that in semi-final, especially this switching defense that Olympiacos use, they push us to take more shots from the perimeters. And to play this Final Four without Simon and with the very bad healthy conditions to Roderick Beboat, it was a big problem for us, but we decided to use Elijah Bryant, and he made a great job.
That three is up and good from Elijah Bryant, and Anadolu Efes weathered an early storm.
The way we play, it's a lot of first intention, when you open, just shoot. And yeah, we made a lot of threes this game, and it was amazing. We wanted to play our game, and I guess we were successful with it.
For us as a team, knowing that we weren't playing our best basketball and to only be down, I think we were down 1 point, or maybe 2 points at the time, we felt pretty good, we felt confident. So we figured that, you know, if we just stayed true to ourselves, continue to play our game, that eventually we were gonna start clicking on offense. We felt calm.
By Marks on the perimeter, Fleiss with a mismatch inside. Double team, and Brindisi with the flush in transition. Here's your score at the halftime intermission. Olympiacos 43, Anadolu Efes 42.
We saw that at certain parts of the game, of course, you have to make adjustments going into the things that are, let's say, creating you some difficulties, or they're not allowing you to perform at your best. Not giving up second chance points, not giving up so many offensive rebounds when they miss the shots and they create some second chance opportunities for themselves. We were able to make those adjustments and implement those adjustments, and it worked well.
To get to the shots from Larkin, Singleton, top of the key, knocks down a three, timely three from Chris Singleton.
Second half we came out, we punched them early.
Steps to the basket, easy lay-in for Shane Larkin.
He is so aggressive with the ball, you cannot rest a second.
Dunstan to Bryant. Bryant, the perfect response.
Yeah, when I was in the Final Four semifinal game, a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, I've been playing basketball since I was a kid. So I think allowing myself to stay in that mindset and try to be as present as possible just allows the game to come to me.
Efes a chance to get their largest lead tonight this trip down the floor. Bryant kicks again. And another three from the corner. Page now appreciating guard play. Micic, speaking of guard play.
During the game, you have to make some modifications, changes. Plan B, Chris Singleton did great job. Completely did his part on both paints. We managed to execute our game plan with big hearts of our players.
In the semifinals, especially in the second half, I guess it's the time to shine.
Can they turn it into points? How about Singleton? Singleton!
Oh, are you kidding me?
For me, it's just trying to give whatever I can to the game. Sometimes it's scoring, sometimes it's a lot more rebounding, sometimes it's assists, sometimes it's just playing defense.
Dorsey, step back three is on the way. Tyler Dorsey!
It's important to break the game for 2 minutes with the timeout because we take the control of the last quarter, but Olympiacos slowly they come back.
I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, and 2 times in a row I had like similar plays where I shot floaters, and then the last floater that I shot, I came down and it felt like both of my calves felt like they were about to rip apart. My calves, if you touched them, they literally felt like two balls. So in that semifinal, he wasn't playing well in the first half. I was, so I was the one who had a lot of responsibility, playing a lot. So in the second half, you know, after I started cramping, that's when I gave him that look, like, look, I'm a little tired.
In fourth quarter, Larkin have muscle spasm like a cramp. He played just every time like that, with like fingers for the speed, for the fast. And this means he used so many calf muscle. He looked my eyes and I understand what's happening. This semi-final, he is also so tired because he's coming injury. He twist ankle and he's out of, I think, like 1 week or 8 days or 1 week. He don't make practice, and also he lost little bit condition.
I really don't know how I played, and even my movements in defense that game was like I'm walking the court. But thanks God they didn't realize that and they didn't attack me so much. So at the moment when I took previous shot from the step back against Lucas, I just felt that my legs are enough strong, but I just didn't feel the ball well from the releasing. So kinda I knew that if I have opportunity after that shot to take one more time, I just have to stay focused till the release, you know. And that's exactly what happened in the last possession.
Lucas with a 3 to win it. This game perfectly poised. Just 2 points separate the teams. Martin inside with a chance to draw level. And it's knotted up here in 74 each as Olympiacos.
Listen. No offensive foul. Careful. We play. Fist forward. Last 6 seconds for Micic. Okay. Last 6 seconds. Last 6 seconds. Last 6 seconds. Team up. 17 seconds for the game, 14 seconds for the shot clock. If you take a 3-point shot, if you score, it's 4 points, it's game over. If you miss, so the ball is on the rim. This is a risk.
We'll see how it plays out. So the ball into the hands of Micic.
It was me, Chris Singleton, and James Anderson on the bench. And after we had the timeout, I talked to, I think it was James Anderson. I said, we're going to hit the game winner like they did against us in Athens.
We're on the bench, I was like, and then Brian looked at me and was like, we're going to make it.
I set the screen, they don't switch, I come back. You know, they switch, and you know, when you get good talent on our team like Vasa, it's easy shot for him.
Micic rises if it goes.
Actually, one thing went through my mind. I watched one time a documentary of Kobe. He said that anytime he goes for winning shots, he never go layup. Because there was no call, never. Nobody called fouls, unless somebody really hit you. So the better chances are to shoot. It's always 50-50. And I really think that it was the best scenario that I could choose. That moment, and I made in and out, and I felt that I'm taking too late shot, but actually it was perfect time.
Vasilije Micic with the troika in Belgrade to win the semifinal here.
I mean, to make like that 3-point in my life and in that moment in Belgrade, it's the best moment so far.
Remaining one. We came here for win the cup that we will win. 2 days later, we will come here with the cup. Okay, let's go!